Hey man, Todd with Empowered Man Coaching. Hope you're doing well. I want to follow up on something I've mentioned before about consistency and persistency, right? Consistent persistence. But how do you do it? Because it's exhausting. I'm just like you. I get tired. I want to say, screw it. This isn't working. I'm having a bad day. I'm done. I know it. I've heard it. I've said it myself. I've heard it from you, and I've said it myself. So what do? I think there's 5 things we can approach this. The first is when you're engaged in your process, achieving the actions of doing, take mindful breaks, right? So every so often, get up for 5 or 10 minutes, stop doing what you're doing, get out in the sunshine, get out for a walk, do some breathing exercises, because this is what happens. When you and I are engaged in something and all of our focus is there, our muscles tighten, maybe our breathing even gets shallower because we're just kind of like, trying to figure things out, and it's tense, or it can be tense. And so the idea with a mindful break is to walk away, expand, breathe, count to 4 in, hold it for 2, count to 4 out. It really helps. It resets the brain. So, number 1 is mindful breaks, whatever works for you, but just get away from it. Number 2, revisit your why. Why is it that you're working so hard on this presentation at work? Is it just because your boss asked you? Or is it your long-term goal is to be VP? And so you are creating the building blocks and taking the steps to make that happen. And this is a piece of that. Or is it that you are having difficult conversations and stepping into them with someone you love because you want to be right? Or you want to create greater understanding and have a more fulfilling, a closer connection, a fun and rewarding life together? What is it, right? What is your why? Revisit that. And another important thing, so 3 would be break down the process more. Especially when you're coming back from a break, that's really a good time to do it. But what you can do is, what is it that I have to do? Oh, I have to finish this presentation. Well, what is it that I want to do in the next hour? Well, in the next hour, I want to make these slides. Or in the next hour, I want to read this chapter on relationship building, or to be a better communicator, or whatever it is, right? So it's not the whole book. It's a page, it's a chapter. Break it down. Smaller steps, smaller pieces. You can feel and see the forward momentum happening. Number 4, have a support system. Have somebody in your corner who you can report to, be accountable to. Say, hey, I did this, or I made this much progress, or it was a disaster, and I just felt this, that, and the other thing. Good friend, a coach, somebody in your corner that's going to call your bullshit and that's going to encourage you so you keep going. Woo, the wind is blowing. Sorry about that, guys. And then the 5th thing is rest and relax. Self-care. Take care of yourself. Get the sleep you need. I'm getting blown to bits. I'm sure this is terrible on the video. 5 things. Mindfulness, breaks, revisit your why, break it down into smaller steps, have a support system, and self-care. That's it. Those are the things, if you practice them, will keep you consistent and persistent toward your goal. All right, dudes, I'm Todd with Empowered Man Coaching. Have a great day. Ciao.